I'm going to show some basic AI steering behaviors that I programmed. And first, I was going to show the seek behavior. As you can see, the green line is the velocity, and the red line is the current like steering force, where it's steering right now. So if I move it here, you can see that it's turning a little bit to the right, so it goes straight towards the cursor. And yeah, that's basically the seeking. And I have some code for arriving, so it slows down when it comes closer to the point that it's supposed to arrive to. And then I have flee and wander. So right now it just wanders randomly around the screen. And when the cursor is too close, it starts evading the cursor. So it's fleeing from the cursor's position. And so you can have different types of motions. And here I have them all combined. So now it's seeking to the center of the screen. So when it's close to the center, it moves towards it. And then when the cursor is too close, it flees. And when it's too far from the center, it just wanders randomly. So you can have different kinds of behaviors by just adding everything together. And then I was going to show some pursuit and flee. So here you can see how the big one is pursuing the small ones. But right now they're just fleeing. So if the big one is behind them, they just run straight forward. And that's not very good because it can easily catch them, as you can see. So we have to figure out a way to escape from the big one in a more effective way and not die. So that's why we use evade, where this one is not going to work because it's straight. But if you look at this, when the big one is close, it turns quickly to avoid it. If we try again. Wait. Yeah, sometimes they get locked in a circle. Here you can see how it quickly turns around to evade the big one. Yeah. So then I put everything together. Here we have 1,000 small ones. And you can see the big ones in the center. They get stuck because there's a lot of prey in the middle. But as you can see, I can add everything together. So we have the dark blue ones that move toward the mouse when they're close. And the light blue ones, they wander randomly. And then the orange ones are the hunters that hunt the small ones. And so you can add all the behaviors together and you can get like different complex behaviors. And here you can see how the small ones evade the big ones when they get close, and then it's just fun to play around with. And then I was playing around with some formations. Here I'm steering the big one. That's the leader. And so, I'm going to fix that later. So you can move around with this big one. And the small red ones that are like almost transparent, they are slots. So you can make different formations. You can have like a diamond formation or a V formation. And so it follows the leader in a fixed position, but it's a fixed like formation, but it's still dynamic. As you can see, they move around and then they position themselves. And then the small white ones, they choose one of the slots that they can pick. And so what I can do then is I can add some hunters. And then when the big one finds the leader, if it goes there, it chooses a position. But now, when the hunters get too close, it evades. So you can have different priorities. You can have like, when a hunter is close, it evades from the hunter. And when it's safe, it can stand in a slot. So you can have like, because if it's just standing in the slot, the hunter could come and kill it. So it has to evade, and then, then it can follow the leader around. And then you can, play around with that. And you could try different formations. And then, this is the final thing where we add everything together. So we have the leader here, and these ones, they can stand in the slots. But when they see the small prey, they can hunt them and eat them, and at the same time they're evading the hunters that you can see here, and the hunters are also eating the small ones and moving around randomly. So you can add everything together and you get like, yeah, things that look like they're alive and moving around on their own. Yeah, that's pretty much it.